Hi everyone, it's NonnaGrace. Today I want to show you how to make what we used to call a fisherman's braid. And this is what it looks like. I've got my girl here. Whoa, she lost her head over this. Take her out of that. Okay, this is what a fisherman's braid looks like. It looks like this. Now her hair is very uneven, and even with hair that's layered in different layers, you can still do the fisherman braid. It comes out really neat. It's actually prettier and easier and nicer than a regular three-strand braid. And I will show you how to do this. Okay, now I was watching the Mountain Bushcrafters. Let me see what his name is for sure. Gotta check it first. Okay, I was watching the Mountain Bushcrafters Alliance MBA, and he has a very long beard, and he had his beard braided, and someone mentioned that maybe he should have a fishtail braid. And I want to show you that her hair is different lengths. She's got shorter hair here, and it's very thin. It's thin. Her hair is thin. But what we're going to do is we're going to put it into a fisherman's braid. This would be so much easier on a little kid's head or a real person's hair. This mannequin head was actually one of my daughters. When she was going through beauty school, she had to learn how to cut hair. And thank goodness she didn't cut it too short, because my grandkids love to play with it. Well, what you'll want to do is you got to make a ponytail somewhere. So on his beard, he would take it and make it at the end of his chin. He would make a ponytail and put his little rubber band thing or his pony thing on it. Now you can see I've got different length hair here. It's different lengths. Then what you want to do is you want to split it in the middle. And what you're going to do now is I'm going to get down so I'm not in the front of the camera. What you're going to do is you take a little bit from the side, a little bit off. See how short that is? You put that over on this side. Okay, now you take a little bit from this side, the opposite side, just take a little bit, and you bring it over to the other side. So each side is exchanging hair, and you keep doing this until you run out of hair. Take a little bit from this side. And human hair is a lot easier to separate than this stuff. So you'll find it very easy. But you just take little bits. Don't take a lot. Take a little bit and keep bringing it. And you put it to the inside part. Then you take from the outside, bring it to the inside of the opposite side. And you just keep going. When you get to where you want to stop, when you basically are running out of hair, you just cluster it together, get another ponytail thing, and put it on. And there you are. You have your fisherman's braid. You can do that with your beard. You can do that with the hair. Now, if you really wanted to, you could put a front braid going this way down, and then start with the fisherman braid. But that's the fisherman braid. So that's how you make a fisherman braid. I want to let you know, today I got up at 5:30. Actually, it was probably 20 minutes after 5, before my alarm even went off. And then I got myself ready for the day, and I decided I would go get my balloons, because I remembered my daughter has every Monday and Friday off now. She's taking her vacation time. So I went to where I used to work, and as I'm getting out of my car, one of the girls goes, "I thought you were done, or I thought you retired." And I go, "I did. I'm not supposed to be here." But I went and got my balloons. Here they are. They're still floating. And so then when I went in, the room that I have to go in, the door was locked, and I thought, oh. but the door adjacent to that door, because they have, if you can go in one room and then there's a door that is in between them and you can go through that room. The teacher was there and she goes, "What are you doing here?" And I says, "I've come to get my balloons and leave my thank you notes." So I left my thank you note for the everybody. It was a general thank you note at the time clock, and then my personal thank you note I left on the desk of the person that was to get the personal thank you note. So that's what I did today. Then I was so early, so I went to Walmart and I bought some Sensodyne toothpaste because my teeth are really bothering me right now. That one tooth that they filled twice, actually it's been filled 3 times because it had the metal black filling, whatever that stuff is. And then they filled it with the white stuff, and then it was bothering me, so they took it out and put it in again. Well, I think they drilled too deep, and it's probably going to tell me now I need a root canal. And I will just say, I think not. Maybe just pull the tooth. But anyways, I went to Walmart to get the toothpaste, and I bought a flower pot because the plant I brought home was root bound, and I had to move that from the old pot into a little bit bigger pot. And I put my sunflower seeds outside so that they could get some sunlight, and they're really growing. I bought some, I was looking for gourds because I wanted to plant some gourds this year. And I only found a large bottle gourd. I have never grown a large a large bottle gourd before. But I've got that in the paper towel with the moisture and in the plastic bag, and I'm going to try to germinate that. I've got it against my window so it gets the sunshine, the heat from the sun, and the moisture that it needs to sprout. And when it sprouts, then I will plant that, and that's going to go into the hill too, so that it'll cause a little bit of ground cover, and it should make it nice. But I really wanted to get some colorful gourds because I like to have the kids, when they peel, when they dry up, they start to lose their color, some of them, and they like to color on them, so I'd like them to color them. There was something else I wanted to tell you. What was it? I forgot. Maybe I better turn off the camera and think a minute. I'll do that. Okay, I remember. I wanted to go to the bank, but it was so early. I had to wait till 9 o'clock for the bank to open. I really wanted to go to Payless Shoes because they're going out of business, but that would have meant another hour to wait. So I ended up going to Tractor Supply, and I walked around in there for a bit. I was hoping they had some baby chicks, but they don't have any baby chicks because Emma is still sitting on her eggs. Now, her eggs should have hatched about 4 days ago. I had 2 eggs, one egg that she broke, and it was a rotten egg inside, so I threw that one out. Then yesterday, there was another egg that was broken, and inside that one you could see the baby chick, but the baby chick didn't make it. She's got 2 more eggs under her, and I don't think they're going to hatch, and she's not wanting to get off the nest. So I may have to, oh dear, intervene by taking her out of her nest, and she's not a nice bird when she's broody. As you can see, she'll snap at me. And I need to put her in maybe a dog kennel cage, but I'll have to buy one because I don't have one of those, because they have to be where there's no bedding for a few days so that she can cool down. They have set them in water, but I don't want to do that to her, to try to cool her off and shock her out of her broodiness. I think just putting her in another cage for a while with her food and water, she may get out of the broody stage. But if she doesn't get out of the broody stage, then I'm going to have to go get some eggs. My eggs are fertilized, but I'm always afraid that they're not going to hatch. Now, I've gotten eggs from another farmer, and twice before they didn't hatch. And but one time they did, and then she hatched her own one time. It is such a gamble with these eggs, and I don't want her to have too many, but yet she needs enough to make sure that somebody hatches. And you could end up with a lot of chicks, and you could end up with a lot of roosters again. I don't want to get roosters. I was hoping that the farm store had chicks because I would have got the ones that were already sexed out, and I would have gotten some hens, but I would have had to buy 6 because they don't sell you just 1 or 2. So, but I didn't get any there because they're all out of chicks now. They're all done. That was last weekend was the last that they were going to have any, and our store doesn't have any at all. So I would have had to travel, and I'm not going to try to travel and find no chicks. So that was today. So I got my balloons, my beautiful balloons. My kids will love these. I hope that they come before the air gets out. But anyways, that's the balloons. And that was how I spent my, oh, and I watched a few videos. I've cleaned off my counter almost all the way. I've got a lot of junk. And that George Carlin video with stuff, I've got a lot of stuff. And it's like, what do you do with all this stuff? My sister showed me her stuff when we were FaceTiming, and I said, well, what they say to do is if you haven't used it, you put it in a box, and when you need it, you take it out and wait a year, and if you haven't used it in a year, then you probably never will. I should be doing that. I give good advice, but I don't follow it all the time. So you have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.